Hello, today we're going to learn about community interactions, which are the relationships within a species living together. Our main topic for today is symbiosis. Symbiosis basically means when two or more different organisms, basically living things, live close together. There is different types of symbiosis. The three more important are commensalism, competition, and parasitism. Most of the times for the advantage good of both of the organisms. The organisms that live in these relationships are called symbionts. In the other cases, such as microbiology, which is the study of organisms that are too small to be seen with just your eye, symbionts are called endosymbionts. Endosymbionts are part of the process of endosymbiosis, which is a type of symbiosis in which one organism lives inside another, the two typically behaving as a single organism. In the following picture, we can see how the smaller organism basically enters the other organism to live in it and together act as one single organism.
As mentioned before, there are three types of symbiotic relationships: parasitism, competition, and commensalism. Let's talk about commensalism. Commensalism is a special type of relationship between two different species. In this relationship, one species is helped while the other is not helped or hurt. The smaller species is the one that is helped while the larger one is not. Some species of barnacles and whales are a great example. Barnacles are able to stick themselves to moving objects like whales. This helps the barnacle because the whale is covered with food that the barnacle can feed on. They also get a free ride from the whales around the ocean. Free rides are able to protect barnacles from creatures like crabs. Whales are not helped or hurt by the barnacles riding with them all day. Most of the time, the whales don't even notice or feel the barnacles on their back.
Predation is basically when one group of animals hunts and eats another group of animal. The animal hunting is the predator, and the hunted is called the prey. For example, imagine a cat chasing a mouse. Cats naturally chase and hunt small vermin, in this case the mouse. So it would be the predator, while the mouse would be its prey. Another thing that predation does is animal population control. Predation keeps animal groups from getting too big. So, an example of this would be wolves and deer. Wolves hunt deer, keeping their population numbers in check. When deer lack their natural predators, they become pests by overeating certain plants in their environment. Without predation, populations can become too big, resulting in animals running out of food or overpopulation. Now, competition is when groups of animals fight for certain resources such as food, water, or territory. An example of this would be lions and hyenas. Both live in the same areas of Africa and usually have standoffs over food. If a pride and a pack get too close to each other's territory, they could and usually do attack each other unless one backs down first and leaves.
The final type of symbiotic relationship refers to parasitism. Parasitism is a relationship between two different organisms where one of the organisms harms the other. As the name suggests, the organism that harms the host is called a parasite. Some parasites survive by feeding off of their host, thereby soaking up nutrients. Yikes! However, parasitism doesn't always involve feeding directly from a host. Some species take advantage of their host's food or resources. For example, the cuckoo bird is known for laying its eggs in the nests of smaller birds. The whitey birds lay an egg of a color that matches the eggs of their hosts, and upon hatching, the young cuckoo grows much larger than the other unfortunate baby birds and pushes them out of the nest. Unlike other relationships, in parasitism, the parasite offers nothing in return and essentially only causes harm to the other organism involved. Parasites are divided into two categories. The first type are endoparasites, which live inside the body of their hosts. Example of endoparasites include tapeworms and bacteria. The second kind are ectoparasites, which live and feed on the outside of the body of their hosts. Ectoparasites include ticks, lice, and mosquitoes. Although this sounds pretty bad, in some situations parasites do not kill their hosts, but they are a major cause of disease in humans and other organisms.